This is Suzie Soule of Best Rock List, and I'm here with the new low.
Hi, I'm Fletcher, and I sing and play bass in the new low.
And I'm Garrett, and I sing in the band.
All right, guys. Where are you guys from?
Primarily Salt Lake City, Utah. We have 3 members that live in Salt Lake, and then 2 members that live in elsewhere. We have a guitarist, Hiram, who lives in Phoenix, Arizona, and then Corey, our drummer, lives in Virginia Beach.
So you guys have your latest album just came out like a couple of days ago, right? Continuance.
Yep. Yeah, it came in on Friday. The response has been awesome. I know a lot of the times we'll talk amongst ourselves, and we had no idea really what to expect coming out here because, I mean, we're a brand new band. A lot of people don't know the name off the bat, but it's been awesome. We've had kids singing the songs. We've had people moving, people stopping, which is awesome for us. So the response has been really cool so far, and if you haven't picked up the record yet, go check it out.
Okay, so yeah, I looked at your video too for Burning Bridges. Tell me what the inspiration is behind that.
Burning Bridges, the song and the video kind of represent the same thing, really. It's just overall about having relationships in your life that, you know, you have a negative or toxic person who just wants you to be negative and toxic with them. And just in the video especially, they literally are spreading just black tar all over us. And we kind of went through that as, you know, the band that we used to be. We used to be a band called Hearts and Hands, and became the new low because it was such a rough experience in Hearts that we kind of needed to just completely strike the record and start from the beginning. We were just constantly just questioning whether or not we really wanted to play music, which is sad because it's the only thing we've ever really known and loved as individuals. So to have a couple of people really make us question our entire life long of passion and work and just love for music in general was kind of like a low point for us. So the video kind of represents, you know, the people who want you to be miserable with them, because if people don't have happiness, they're going to want you to be right on that same level. So the song and the video both just kind of represent that, and just we want to make a point that you don't have to be miserable with the people that you love because they are. And at a point, if they can't become better people, you have to be able to, you know, burn that bridge and walk away from it in order to be happy. So that's what we wanted to get out of it.
It's pretty powerful. Good advice. Very good advice. So you guys have done covers. You've done a couple covers. So you've done Hello.
Yeah. Done Hello, done Elastic Heart. Yeah, really with those 2 covers, it was something where we weren't in a position yet to release our own music, and we wanted to give something to the fans to be able to hold on to get excited about. And we had the opportunity to do Elastic Heart first, and that was actually when we were in the studio. We were all just sitting there and Sia released that music video with Sheila Buff and that little dancer girl, I think it's Maddie Ziegler is her name. But anyways, we loved the video. We got like all choked up and emotional when we were watching it. So really, when we pick a cover song, it's something that we all have to kind of connect with emotionally, and really both of those songs are something that we immediately connected to emotionally. So yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty excited how those turned out, but yeah.
Yeah, it shows amazing vocal range too. It's just crazy for both of you.
Thank you.
Do you guys know, in addition to where you're from, your ethnic background?
I'm adopted, actually, so I don't really know for sure. Based on my overall very strong and overly sexually masculine body type, I would say I'm definitely going to be some sort of Viking descendant of James Bond, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think so too. No.
Just straight up Dutch here.
Okay.
Just all Dutch. Yeah, Dutch AF.
What kind of music did you grow up listening to?
I remember my first real records that I owned were cassettes of the first 2 ever. I got my first Walkman from my mom for Christmas, and she gave me like a really old beat up copy of Michael Jackson's Thriller and the Beach Boys' Greatest Hits on tape. And so I was like in 3rd grade walking back and forth to school, like just belting that shit at the top of my lungs, which I think is pretty responsible for me singing at all as a grown-ass man. But I came up on pop punk, like bands like Yellow Card, New Found Glory, Sum 41, all the bands that we're touring with this year are very responsible for me really developing a love for writing and performing music, for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
For me, boy bands, that was kind of my thing. Yeah, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, that's kind of what I grew up on. And then, yeah, Yellow Card, there's a lot of bands here that kind of influenced where I went as a musician. So, yeah.
So you got some sweet dance moves to go with those?
Yeah, you know, I try. I definitely feel like I'm the best dancer in the band. I mean, come see our set. But I mean, I don't have an instrument, but I'd like to think I'm the best dancer in the band.
I love it. I love it. Next is the section of the interview that I call We Are America. With so much divisiveness and violence that's going on in America nowadays, as a musician, I think you are more creative and think outside the box more. So what is one thing that you could recommend to people, a simple thing to do to change our society for the better?
Honestly, that's a pretty easy question for us to answer, because we try and delve into that a lot with our music. I mean, we're not here to recreate the real music. We really want people to question the way that they think about their own lives and the way that they look at the people around them. We have one song in particular we just released a video for called My Own Way, which is 100% about just embracing the differences between, in this particular case, primarily religion was our thing for us that the song really stemmed from. There's more than one way to live your life, and it's not going to hurt anybody else around you if you believe one thing and act one way. If you treat other people with respect and just acknowledge the fact that other human beings are going to find their own path and still respect them and love them as people, it's a lot easier. And it's very frustrating to see the way that things are right now, because you watch the news, you get on Twitter, you get on any social media outlet, and you see so much ignorance and hatred. And it's frustrating trying to be, people that really strive to be more open-minded. I feel like a lot of the people in this general community, like especially the Warped Tour community, where people just kind of understand that people are going to be different. And we're lucky enough to have that, like the kind of punk rock mentality where people are different, people live differently, and people love differently and feel differently. We all have a really unique advantage over the rest of the human race in where we're taught by these bands and these people like Kevin Lyman and like things like that kind of teach you to expect that things are just going to feel different from what you're used to, and that's okay. Whereas the majority of people are really just taught like this is how it is, and if it's not like that, hate it. And it's hard to watch that kind of happening in like the news media and whatnot, and not break down and just want to get pissed, just because it's so easy to just acknowledge